Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, good day, good welcome, one and all, to episode 52, part 1, or point 1, whichever way you want to look at it, of Theory of Anything.
Ooh.
Podcast.
Who would have thought it?
Welcome forward, welcome Devon.
Thank you.
Yeah, who would have thought that we got this far? We say that every episode, don't we?
Who would have thought that 52.1 would come after 51.2?
Yeah.
Wow.
It's funny how we work in numbers, how numbers work.
Yeah.
How are you both doing? We haven't really had a sort of pre-recording catch-up, have we? So this is a proper, how are you doing?
In real time. How you doing?
Yeah, the listeners get to hear us instead of we just jibber-jabbering before we record. But...
Yes, I'm doing well, thank you. I just had some quite good news from work, which is kind of why I'm late as well. So,
are you? Yeah.
So I think it's fine.
Anything you can share?
Well, I just had a raise, basically.
Oh.
I won't disclose how much from what to what, but it's
Yeah.
considerable for sure, and it's nice.
So you quitting the podcast?
Yeah, full-time work.
Lame.
Oh, that's good news. Nice on a Friday night to get a bit of good news. Like
Exactly, yeah. It kind of makes your weekend, you know?
Splash out.
Yeah.
Well, I'm a bit mind frazzled, to be honest. Yeah, I've been listening to an audiobook all day long, so it's really numbed me a bit.
Is it a complicated audiobook?
It is a bit. It's the second Isaac Asimov audiobook. Well, sorry, Foundation. Yeah.
Oh, right. Yeah, we can talk about that, can't we? Maybe we should wait for the newsfeed section to
Oh, yeah, okay.
tell Devon and the rest of the world what we've been doing.
Yes.
Okay. But before that, is there anything to pick up from previous episodes? I got nothing. I don't know if anybody else has.
I got nothing.
Yeah, I'm good to move on.
I kept meaning to write down, as I've been listening to the Bible these last few weeks since we recorded episode 51.1, we were discussing lists in the Bible. I kept hearing these lists and stuff like that, and I never made a note of what they were, but they're there. There's lots of them we didn't touch on last time. But so because I haven't written anything down, I'm just going to carry on.
I could do a pickup from a previous episode, actually.
Oh, go on then.
You know how, I can't remember which episode it was, but we were talking, or I was basically talking about worship. And I think on another episode as well, I talked about my church and the structure of the preachers and things like that.
Are they still hippy-dippy?
Well, yes, but the last couple of weeks have actually been extremely good. The worship, obviously, it's appealed to my senses of worship anyway. Whether that's correct or not correct, that's up to you to decide. Yeah. But it's been very, very God-focused. And the last week's word was like the first time I've actually heard someone teach. And this young guy came up. He was obviously very nervous, but I think he's got a really, really good gift for teaching. It was amazing. I loved it.
Fabulous.
Did you go up and complain that you no longer have anything to complain about?
Yeah. I was like, can you do something bad, please, so I can complain
that
to the
was
podcast?
episode 48.1,
was it?
the problem with modern worship, which you brought to us, yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, that's good then. Maybe the worship leader's been listening to Theory of Anything.
Yeah,
podcast.
it must have been. Yeah.
Notes. Yeah.
I messaged the pastor about the word, about how good it was, how much I enjoyed it.
Really? Wow.
He was very. I think it's the first time he's actually given a proper word before, and he was actually really
appreciative, was he?
Yeah, it was really good. So
I think that's important. We're often quick, not that we're necessarily quick to complain, but human beings are quick to say when we don't appreciate something. We should be also very quick, even quicker, I think, to compliment. So well done.
Yeah, you want to encourage someone to do something right.
Absolutely. Yeah.
Well, it's fun though, is it?
No, it's not.
Maybe we're not. Maybe we don't remember that as often as we should. But thank you for sharing that. That's good news. Yeah. With that in mind, then let's move on to our anything news feed, shall we?
Yeah.
And now it's time for anything newsfeed.
Okay, who wants to go first? I know we've all got a little bit to share here in this section before we get on to Ford's main segment for the evening episode, whatever time of day you're listening to it. Let's go down the list, shall we? And we'll start with Devon.
Wow, I'm talking a lot today.
You are, yeah.
So it was actually, I think it maybe a couple of weeks ago, but we haven't really had the opportunity to share it in the correct place till now. But we got some more feedback, basically, from a listener about the episode with Sam and the Marvel tier list.
So this should have gone in the pickups episode. Section.
I forgot about it, I think. Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, but you're picking up on something from a previous episode. Okay.
But it should have, but it's not. So there you go. They're pretty much the same thing.
What's the point in having structure? Who needs it? Yeah. Okay. Go on, then carry on.
It's just some feedback, basically a review from a listener.
Go for it.
He said that he really, really enjoyed the episode with Sam and the Marvel tier list. He thought that Sam's knowledge was very, very deep of the Marvel universe and is very insightful.
Excellent.
Yeah,
that was episode 50.1, wasn't it? Yeah, where we
Yes.
had a good old chat about Marvel stuff.
Yes.
Oh, that's good. Thank you, contributor. There's been so much happening since we last kind of did a main. Obviously, we recorded last time our assignment chat, but there's stuff I wanted to talk about there, but it wasn't the right time or place. So I'm just picking a few for me, a couple of things that I've been itching to talk about. First one being, has anybody got any reaction to the recent news over the past week or two that Mark Zuckerberg has renamed his whole enterprise as Meta? Have you heard about this?
Yes, it's the mother company of Facebook.
Yes, indeed. Yeah, you can't. I mean, Facebook's still going to be Facebook, but
Yeah.
this whole umbrella kind of thing is now called the Meta or Metaverse, as I've heard it described. And I just wondered what people were thinking about that. And before you chip in, this whole idea, from my understanding, is that his vision is that we will be able to interact with each other in a much more augmented and virtual reality type way, as in almost like holodeck environments by the sound of Star Trek kind of universe, or in a way that reminds me very much of the whole remember the spin-off series from Battlestar Galactica called Caprica?
Yes, of course.
Oh yeah.
Remember one of the main storylines in that was that people were addicted to these goggles that they wore and lived virtual reality lives for most of their existence.
Yeah.
It just reminded me of that, it seems, from what I've heard and read.
Yes.
I think it also reminds me of Ready Player One, I think.
Yep.
Yeah.
That's very much similar idea, I think.
I feel like if we have the technology to do what he's proposing, surely people would be interested in scrolling Facebook in virtual reality. Like, wouldn't you play video games in virtual reality with that kind of technology? Because, like, obviously Facebook, Meta owns obviously Facebook, Instagram, all these social medias. Why would you have a social media in virtual reality?
I think because of the social bit. So instead of typing to each other, you'd be in each other's presence, I suppose. I don't know. It's a whole different concept, isn't it? I suppose it's the next level of interaction.
So they're saying, like, in the metaverse, you'd be an avatar walking around in this universe, and you'd teleport to the Facebook building or something, and you'd see billions of people there.
Well, I guess maybe this is quite timely, or it's been brought to a head really because of everybody's separation during lockdown periods over the past couple of years now. That people have realised how much they miss each other, and actually being, even if you can only do it virtually, with feeling like you're in the company of family members and friends, and going on virtual walks together or virtual trips to the pub together, virtual house parties, whatever environment you want to spend time in. It's going that extra level, I think, isn't it?
Yeah.
And I don't know how I feel about it. I'm excited in one sense, but I'm also a bit anxious about it.
Yeah,
I don't know what you
the techie in you is jumping up and down.
I love the idea of it, but I worry how we are going to adapt to it. Are we as human beings going to be able to cope with that, as they didn't in Caprica?
I'm all for a Caprica situation, I think it's pretty sick. If it's not just scrolling Facebook, but in a virtual reality, like, hey, mum, what you having for dinner? Like, that's a bit boring.
Yeah.
But
photographing your
if
plate
it's
food,
like, oh yeah, I'm this gangster in this virtual reality that I've got this whole business and all this kind of thing, then like a Caprica, then let's do it, bro.
Live a completely made up life if you want to.
Exactly. Who wants to do reality in virtual reality?
At no risk to yourself. Although I think there was some risk in Caprica, isn't there?
If you died, you lost the ability to play again. So you couldn't play ever again.
What do you think, Ford?
It sounds like an artificial social construct to me, and I like it. I don't know. I'm interested. Like you say, it sounds scary to see if that's the way if it's the only way we interact after that.
I know.
If it becomes so popular, but yeah, it's interesting.
I think we might be quite keen to jack into that, but will we be very keen to jack out of it once we get lived in that reality?
When you can choose how you look and who you are and everything. Yeah. Why would you want reality? Yeah. Spooky.
Yeah. I mean, it also chines of the Matrix kind of universe as well, doesn't it? But in that, people are unaware of their reality. Yeah. But in this, we'd be deliberately and willingly participants.
Yeah.
So we've talked enough about that, I think. But it's just an interesting concept, and it seems like it's on the horizon. Yeah.
Excellent.
Yeah. Is it? Okay.
Sounds good to me.
And the other quick comment I was going to make as well before we hand over to Ford to share something he's got on his plate he wants to share is I have been very pleased and excited about a new app I've recently kind of engaged with, and that is called Letterboxd. It's another social media platform, actually. Has anybody heard of that or had any involvement in it? It's like a Facebook for movie fans. Go on, Ford. What were you going to say?
I was going to say I haven't walked to it on my virtual reality yet.
No.
Yeah.
But I am highly impressed with it, and I've been able to use it as my movie logging diary, create some wish lists on there, and you kind of do all sorts of weird and wonderful things and follow other people. Gives you ideas of films that you might want to see, and I can highly recommend it if you've not got Letterboxd. It's Letterbox and then a D on the end is how you go looking for it. All one word. Yeah, go for it. And I'd love to perhaps engage and follow some other people, because at the moment I've just got one person following me and I'm following one other person, or two other people. The person who's following me and somebody else who's not following me.
Wow. Yeah.
I've created lists for my long-time listeners will remember me sharing about one of my pastimes is to collect the Oscar-nominated Best Picture films on DVD and Blu-ray, and so all my collection of that is gradually appearing on my letterbox lists.
Yeah.
So if anybody can go on there and see what films I still need to complete the collection, if you're interested, of course.
I might have to make an account.
Yeah, let's do it. Yeah. So that's me. Anyway, Ford, what were you going to share with us?
Yeah, okay, everybody. It's Devon's favourite time of the year, a couple of months after the last one. We've got a new Marvel movie.
Yeah, oh yes.
It's The Eternals, the worst-rated Marvel film as of yet.
Oh, wow.
Have you seen it?
I have seen it, yeah.
I haven't.
Yeah.
Yeah, and I have to agree with not very good reviews, if I'm honest.
What's it about? What's it about?
About Eternals.
What is that?
You know, in 300, where you had the Immortals.
Yes, this is the Marvel version.
No, not really. Perhaps, what's it about?
Do you know what? Oh, there it is.
I don't know.
It's about a large group cast of superheroes who have been sent to the Earth to protect humans from some bad guys. And they've been here for like thousands of years, merging in and mingling with us. In the end, they all get a bit fed up and bored with each other, so they spread out across the planet until they're all of a sudden caused to come back together for one big final attempt to save the world. Yeah. And do you want to know what I wrote about it on Letterboxd in my review?
Oh, go on then.
Okay.
Trash.
I'm misremembering it worse. I put silly, slow in places, but better than expected, and I gave it three stars out of 5. So
You weren't expecting much. Wow.
No, but it'd be interesting to see what Sam, our previous special guest, has to say about it, wouldn't he? Yeah.
So what's wrong with it, Ford?
I think it is. The pacing is it's janky, and you're constantly getting time jumps back into the past, and it's not fleshing it. I think the basic problem is they don't flesh out any of their good ideas. There's lots of good ideas, not fleshed out very well.
Is there too many characters?
There's 10 characters, 10 main characters.
All new characters.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know how you're supposed to...
So Marvel's done it before in Endgame or whatever, any of their crossover films, but those characters have all had like build-up, in their own solo films. This is a bit much.
Yeah, you only really get to know anything about probably 4 of them, and the others just seem superfluous, to be honest. So,
So it's like Suicide Squad.
Yeah, maybe. I haven't seen Suicide Squad.
You haven't seen it? You have?
The first one or the second one?
The first one. I haven't seen the second one either.
Not the Suicide Squad.
The one,
Yeah, no, I haven't seen the... So that's all I wanted to get your thoughts on it. Yeah.
Excellent.
That's it really from me. I'm just a bit disappointed by it, to be honest. But my brother, who came with me to see it, fell asleep and got up with about an hour and a half in and said, I can't cope with this, I'm off, and he left.
Really?
Yeah. He had a busy day and it was quite late, and so he went back the next day to watch the rest of it. So
Wow.
He said, there's no point in me staying, I'm not enjoying this and I'm just too tired, so I'll see you. He left me to watch the end of it.
But he still came back?
Yeah, he did go back the next day, yeah.
Fair enough.
Yeah, but I don't think he had anything particularly good to say about it either. Nice special effects, but you expect that these days, don't you? But the story's got to kind of support that, hasn't it, as well? So I think we're done on Newsfeed, are we?
Yep.
Sounds like it.
Shall we hand over to Ford for our main segment?
And now it's time for Ford's Chosen Subject.
Now, we're all purveyors of pop culture in one way or another, aren't we?
I suppose so.
I guess so.
I've taken it upon myself to test you in a time-honored tradition of a quiz.
Oh no.
Yeah. Now, secondarily, so that I can have a laugh and it'll be great. But primarily, so that I can put only true fans will get this quiz in the thumbnail. So that'll be great. Can't wait.
A bit of clickbait.
Yeah.
Okay. That's gonna...
Yeah, a bit of clickbait. Mm-hmm. That's the good stuff. All right, shall we give this a go? It's going to be a sci-fi related quiz.
Okay, let's see what we can do.
Now, I found this in a Radio Times article. It said the top 20 sci-fi questions for your home pub quiz.
Okay.
All right, let's knock this bad boy out, shall we?
Yes.
See what you're made
Go
of.
for it, yeah.
Okay. Now, which character speaks the first line in the original Star Wars film?
What's the format of this? Is it the first person to answer, or is it?
Yeah, it's a team effort, I think.
Right. Okay.
So the first scene is when the ship is about to be engulfed, isn't it? I think it might be Princess Leia.
we don't hear her talk. We see her talking to
Yeah.
R2D2. I think it's
Yeah.
Darth Vader.
You think it's not the "Help me, Obi-Wan Kenobi, you're my only hope," is it? We
We
don't
don't
see
hear-
that until later in the
Exactly.
film, do we?
Yeah, we see
But
her
it's
talking
the-
to R2D2, but we don't hear it.
It's the recording of it. But is there any scene of the, on the what they call battle destroyer ships, the big one that's sort of coming?
Star Destroyer.
Star Destroyer.
The Star Destroyers, they're shooting at each other, aren't they? And then
Yeah.
it kind of docks with it or
Yeah.
grabs hold of it, and they board it.
Yep.
And there's the scene down the corridor with the rebels getting slaughtered by the stormtroopers.
Yeah.
And then Darth Vader walks to the camera. But does anything else happen before that? What does he say when he gets to the camera?
I don't think he does. Did he say anything at that point?
I can't. I think
don't
I'm overthinking it. Yeah. So yeah. I think you could be right. It could be Darth Vader. I think then.
I'm gonna be wrong.
Or it could be C-3PO. C-3PO.
Yeah, it very well could be.
I'll go with
Yeah,
C-3PO.
we'll go with that. We'll go with that.
It's one of them. One of them.
Oh, you brought it back in the last second. Yeah.
Wow.
This is
Yeah, of
C-3PO.
I didn't even
Ah,
think about him.
I thought you were going to get that wrong. No problem.
And what does he say? Oh my goodness, or something like that.
Yeah.
A film, very mild swear word.
Oh, does it?
No. I find it funny that at the beginning of this you said, Ford, how long did this quiz take? Didn't account for the fact that you'll spend about 10
Well,
minutes on each
right.
question.
We don't want to be bad losers. We want to be good winners.
So are we going to be collaborative in this then, Devon? We're going to try and work
I
it
think
out.
so. Yeah.
Yeah. All right then.
Win
But
together,
nobody
lose
to
together.
compete with. Yeah, we're competing with nobody yet.
Yeah.
Competing with the Radio Times.
Yeah.
Excellent.
Okay.
Okay. All right. You ready for
One
the second
to
one?
us. One to us then. Yeah.
Yep. Now, Captain James T. Kirk is the most famous captain of the USS Enterprise in Star Trek. But who had the job first in the TV series pilot?
Oh goodness
know.
me! In the original TV series.
Yeah, the pilot for the original TV
Oh
series.
my word!
Didn't know there was one, to be honest.
The
I'm
first
out of
ever,
this one. I have no clue. I don't do Star Trek.
Right.
the first ever captain.
In the reboot of the films,
Mm.
which obviously you've got different Spock and a different Kirk, different actors playing them.
Yeah.
It's Kirk's father. I'm sure it's Kirk's father who's the captain, but is
Tiberius.
that of is that of the Enterprise though? That might not be the Enterprise captain because Kirk's father gets killed in the first of the new films, if you like, the rebooted films.
Played by Chris Hemsworth, I believe.
Yes, he does. Yeah, but I can't remember his name.
Isn't his middle name Tiberius named after his father?
Yes. Yeah, James Tiberius Kirk. Yeah.
So is it him?
Is that your final answer?
I honestly have no idea.
I think we're going to have to go with that's my best guess, but I'm not confident.
Okay. Well, it's Captain Christopher Pike.
No.
Pike.
He did
Of
show
course
up.
it is.
He did show up in that film, but also he was the captain in the pilot for the TV show.
Oh yeah, it was.
Was
wasn't
he?
Yeah, that's right.
I didn't. You knew that?
No, I have no idea.
Oh, okay. You just blame me.
So why am I thinking that? Because he dies, doesn't he, in the beginning of the first rebooted film?
Yeah. I can't remember his character name.
But why am I thinking his father relationship to Kirk? Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Cool. You
Sorry,
happy?
I did know that. It just gone. Yeah. Sorry. We don't get that.
No. Okay. When Doctor Who came back to TV in 2005, it was filmed under a secret code name. What was that name?
It's a
goodness,
secret.
man.
How do we know?
Now, it does appear in that first series. Just a little.
Christopher Eccleston series.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Is that the code name, Christopher Eccleston?
I wish it was. It'd be
Yeah.
easy, wouldn't it? But no, I don't know.
But if,
Oh,
you're if you're familiar with the first series, you might be able to guess it.
I'm not.
I remember those fat blobules creatures in the first series.
Oh, yeah.
Wait,
What?
the first series of the reboot.
The reboot.
Yeah.
Right. Okay.
In 2005.
So how would I get it from that?
Yeah.
How's that
Well,
clue?
if you-
There's a lot of things in the first
Oh,
series.
what's the famous the bit is it the wolf or something?
Bad
Is
Wolf.
Bad Wolf. Yeah. Perhaps it's that. Should we
Yeah,
go with that?
we'll go with that. That's a good guess.
That is a good guess, but no, I'm afraid not.
Oh,
No, it's Torchwood.
of course. Oh, well, not of course.
Well,
but
not of course, no.
Oh, really? Of course.
course.
Oh, really?
That's a cool guess, though. Yeah, it should have
So
been.
what's the code word for when they started filming Torchwood?
Oh.
The secret naming. Oh,
I don't know why they had a secret name. And it's
Yeah.
weird. Okay,
Well, we're not doing
Right.
very well, are we? 1 out of 3.
Devin will get this one, no problem.
Okay.
Which animated cartoon scientist's catchphrase is "Wubba bubba dub dub"?
I was going to let Dad guess before. This has got no.
Okay, you're keeping deliberately quiet, yeah?
Yeah.
An animated scientist's catchphrase. I don't watch any animated sci-fi, I don't think.
not just an animated scientist.
Should I just say it to keep us on track?
Yeah.
Keep
Rick
going.
Sanchez from Rick and Morty.
See,
Yes.
how would I know that?
Yeah.
Yeah, I haven't seen any of that.
You should. It's pretty good.
You won't like
Well
it.
done. No, I've heard I wouldn't like it.
Yeah, it's good, but you won't like it.
Okay, is it on YouTube?
It's on Netflix.
Oh, Netflix. Okay.
All right. Which of these 4 Marvel characters were not recast in later films? You've got the Red Skull, General Ross, the Hulk, or War Machine.
Well, the Hulk. It's not the Hulk, is it? He's
The
been
Hulk
in
was
several-
recasted, yeah.
Yeah,
Red,
he's been in
Red
several.
Skull, I'm only aware of him being in the Captain America film.
I'm not familiar with that character at all.
Well, he did show up in Infinity War and Endgame. He's protecting the Soul Stone.
So you're helping us.
Oh,
now,
yeah,
then,
he
Paul.
did. I didn't know it was the same character.
That doesn't help you determine whether he's recast or not.
I didn't know it was the same character. I thought it was just a random quest man.
Oh, right.
Right.
No.
Right, okay. But he wasn't recasted in that.
But you're saying he showed up in a sequential film.
But as a different actor,
He
or
wasn't recasted.
so they all return in different films. But
Ah.
which one of them wasn't recasted?
It's him then. It's Red Skull, right?
I'm not sure because Ford sort of jumped in and helped us there. I'd be surprised if it was.
Well, that's because I was saying he wasn't in another one because I had no idea that character was Red Skull as well.
It's on
He looks
you, Devon. I don't know this.
Yeah, he's the same actor. Yeah, go for Red Skull.
No, I'm afraid not.
What?
He's a different actor. He's a very good imitation, but no.
What?
Really?
Yeah, you got a different actor for the Hulk. You got a different actor for War Machine. You got a different actor for Red Skull. The only one who didn't was General Ross.
I don't know who that is.
He's the General
No.
Ross. He shows up.
Right.
We're obviously not. Well, I know I'm not.
But he sounds just like him.
Yeah, he's pretty good. All right, you ready for number 6?
Yeah.
What is Billy Batson's superhero name?
What?
This is a relatively recent film. That
Billy Batson. He's not
Yep.
one of the Spider-Mans, is he?
Oh,
that a
in the
genuine question?
Spider-Verse. Yeah, I think you could be onto something there.
I think I could be on
Spider-Verse.
something as well. I think he's
Yeah.
Spider-Man, but I'm not sure.
you know,
Yeah.
Spider-Man's Peter Parker, right?
Yeah, but in the other
In the
universes,
universe, he's not Peter Parker, though, is he?
yeah, there's only one Peter Parker Spider-Man.
Because it's a different person altogether who gets bit.
Mm.
Now make me think
It's like he's trying to put us off, isn't he? Is he trying to put us off the
If
wrong
it ends
answer
up
or the
being
right
Spider-Man,
answer?
then we've got to do something else now. Billy Barson, did you say?
Batson.
Billy Batson.
So you think that
Is
might
he
have a
Robin, then?
Batman connection? Yeah, could be Robin.
Ford's laughing, it's not Robin. Okay.
So.
Billy Batson.
Oh,
I don't know.
I'm stumped.
It's not a Spider-Man because he said it's not a Spider-Man, pretty much. But I've got no other better guesses.
Do you want to pass?
Yeah, let's pass.
Okay, it's Shazam.
Oh,
I'm not going to get this, man.
no, that's not my field at all. Yeah.
What?
Which movie is
It's-
this?
It's Shazam.
I haven't seen that.
What? It came out like a couple of years ago.
Shazam.
Yeah,
What even
Shazam.
is that?
It's a hero. Shazam.
I've not seen that.
Wow.
It's funny, isn't it? I don't know. Yeah, it's a blending of genres because I'm not. I suppose I'm wrong in saying this. That superhero films don't strike me as being sci-fi films.
Okay.
Yeah, I distinguish them differently, probably. So
Yeah.
we're touching on a lot of on a lot of areas that I'm not that familiar with. Carry on, though.
Is this
even
on
though
Disney
is a
Plus?
sci-fi quiz.
So
I've
was it?
heard of
Is
Shazam.
I've heard of it. Is it on Disney Plus? 'Cause
Yeah.
I don't remember seeing it on there.
No, it's a DC hero.
Oh.
So it's not owned by Disney. Anyway, number 7. In the BBC TV series Merlin, who played Merlin?
What?
That's ages ago.
Was it?
Yeah. Should we just pass? We got.
Yeah, I've no
nothing.
idea. Okay.
Okay, it's Colin Morgan.
Still
Who's
don't
that?
know. Still don't know who Colin Morgan is.
Oh, well. Okay. Well, he
Do you
played
know this
Merlin.
one?
I don't know anything else he's been in, but yeah, I knew that.
Wow.
All right, don't forget, I didn't write this quiz. I'm not trying to be.
I know. Yeah.
It's supposed to be popular
At
culture.
the TV Times. Wasn't it?
Well, I think you'll definitely get this one. In The Song of Ice and Fire, what is the name of Westeros' capital city?
That's King's Landing, isn't it?
It is, yeah.
Oh, you were just being waiting.
Yeah,
for me.
yeah.
Yeah, we'll go for that then.
Okay, yeah, you're right.
Oh,
Yeah,
Oh,
yeah, you
we
got
got
one.
one right. Is that 2 now we've got right?
Free.
Is that's not sci-fi either. That's fantasy.
Oh, yeah.
It's just
Yeah.
pop culture, isn't it? I think.
Yeah,
Pop, film,
They,
and TV.
They've
culture.
misnamed this quiz, haven't they?
Yeah, it was articled as a sci-fi, but okay.
Yeah.
All right. What was Hermione's original surname in J.K. Rowling's
Oh gosh.
early notes for the Harry Potter books?
So it's not Granger because that means they've changed it. Other than that, I have no clue.
No, I haven't.
So it's before. So she didn't even
Again.
release it with this surname. You want me to know about her notes before she released it?
I assume it's well known. I don't know Harry Potter, but
Well,
I assume...
the only guess I've got is Granger, but I'm assuming they've changed it by how the question's worded.
Okay.
I guess that's not got no clue. Then.
No, I've got no clue.
Okay.
Again, not a sci-fi genre.
No, it's Puckle.
Puckle.
Oh, right, okay.
Just FY.
I'll
I assume that has some relevance to the people who care.
Not as
All right. Not as much. Okay. Name one of Isaac Asimov's 3 laws of robotics.
Oh,
Can you name one of them?
I think I can work this one out. Yeah. How about you? How about you, Devon? What have you got?
Is it like harm no human or something like that?
Yeah. Or do anything that by not. Yeah. Oh gosh, this was in that foundation, which we didn't go back to talk about earlier, did we?
Is it the same as
No, I
iRobot?
Yeah, that's right.
Yes. Yeah.
Yeah.
Or by neglect. It's a bit wordier. You know, you can't do any harm to a human, or by neglect also
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think they're all.
not prevent harm to a human.
Yeah, all the 3 laws are based around the same thing. That's humans being harmed, but
Yeah.
it's the wording of it that changes every time.
Yeah.
Should I take that?
Yeah, you
I
should.
think so. If we think we got
Okay.
it. Yeah.
Okay, that's the first law you're referring to. A robot may not injure a human being or, through inaction, allow a
Yeah.
human being to come to harm.
That's it.
What's the second and third?
Really? Okay. The second law: a robot must obey orders given by a human being, except where such actions would conflict with the first law. And the third law is a robot must protect its own existence as long as such protection does not conflict with the first or second law.
Yes.
Yeah. I knew there was overlap between them. Yeah.
Oh boy.
Oh, well done.
Ah. Now this is a bit harsh, so I'm going to say whatever decade. But in what year did the Daleks first appear in Doctor Who?
50s.
Ooh.
Is that your final answer?
Well, that's yeah. Well, it began in the 50s, didn't it? But were they the villains at the very beginning? I'd be surprised if they came.
58.
Oh wow, you're being very specific.
If I'm not, then I won't say anything. So.
Ah, dear. Oh, I'm so close to saying 60s, but we got to agree, haven't we? I think, like you.
I mean, if you
50s
feel like it's 60s more, then you can go for that because I'm just throwing it out there.
I don't think the Daleks were in the earlier seasons or episodes of Doctor Who. They appeared a bit later. I am tempted towards the early 60s. So
Yeah.
Is that your final
We'll go
answer?
60s. And if you want to
Yeah.
go more specific, maybe 63.
they were definitely black and white. They were definitely in the black and white,
Yeah.
era.
Yeah.
All right. Well, Devon guessed it dead on. 1963.
Oh, brilliant!
Yeah.
I thought you were going to say the 58 one.
Well,
63. 63. How did you do that?
It's the gift of
Wow.
discernment.
The gift of guess.
Well done. Well done.
In the TV adaptation of the Witcher novels, what is the full name of Henry Cavill's lead character?
You must know this.
Yeah, I do. It's Geralt of Rivia.
Exactly that.
Well done.
Let's go, dude.
Good
Looking forward to
teamwork.
season 2.
Yeah, coming out soon for cinema near you.
Yeah.
All right. Complete the following famous quote from the TV series Lost in Space. Danger, blank, blank.
Lost in Space.
Mm.
This is going to have to be yours, I think.
I thought you'd know this one, no problem.
Yeah.
Me?
No, Pat's.
Yeah.
I think it's the robot that says it,
Mm.
and it's either danger, red alert, or danger, warning, warning, or something like that. No, it's not coming. It's one of those, I think, but I'm not
Okay.
confident.
Go for warning, warning.
Go on
Okay.
then. Warning, warning, warning. Yeah.
Okay, I'm afraid it's not. It's Danger, Will Robinson, Danger, Will Robinson,
Oh, right.
and so on and so on.
That doesn't recollect at all.
Doesn't really make
No.
sense
Really?
either.
I've heard snippets about danger,
Yeah,
red alert, or something like that.
you might be thinking of a different film.
Yeah,
Or-
it could
or-
be.
or show.
I never watched the series. I just know what's
Oh, right.
available in popular culture. Yeah.
Wow, okay. That surprised me, but okay.
Yeah. It was more my dad's era than mine, to be honest.
Wow.
Yeah.
Okay, number 14. Where were the Lord of the Rings movies filmed?
I know this one.
Go for it.
New Zealand.
Yes.
Oh,
Here, you got one. Now you're up to 7. You got 7 now. Doing well. Question 15. In 2001 A Space Odyssey, what song does the rogue computer HAL 9000 sing to himself as he shuts down?
oh, what a great question.
Is it? Oh.
Oh,
What a
we went to
Wonderful
see
World?
this. No, we went to see this together, didn't we? On its 50th anniversary.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Um,
But also, it's been duplicated many a time in general TV shows and whatnot.
Yeah.
Is it Daisy? No. Is
Yes. Give me your answer, do.
Is
Yeah,
that it?
you're right.
Wow, where's
you're
that come
right. Wow.
it? Gosh,
I'm
dang,
impressed.
where'd that come from?
Yeah,
The actual name for it is Daisy Bell, but yes, you're right.
Yeah. We went to see it on the 3rd of June 2018.
Wow.
And it was released originally in 1968. So, yeah, it was 50th year anniversary.
Yeah.
Wow, you got a good memory for that particular film.
That was a great night at the cinema, wasn't it?
Yeah,
Do you remember?
I loved
We
it.
couldn't
Hilarious.
stop talking about it all the way home, could we? Didn't you like it?
Yeah, I mean, I enjoyed it a lot. I want to watch it again, but
What a classic.
it was quite
film.
funny as well, though. And it shouldn't have been, but
Yeah, it's
okay.
a bit abstract and bizarre, isn't it?
Yeah.
So, anyway, we're not going to review that film now.
I think Ford should make me laugh, to be honest.
Oh, wow. Okay.
I'll sit next to him.
All right. Ready for question 16?
Wow.
In the Batman comic,
Oh.
Dick Grayson was the first to hold the mantle Robin. Can you name one of the other characters who took on that superhero identity?
No.
No, neither can I.
That's the correct answer.
That's the answer to your question.
Should I just say the answers then?
Yeah, I have no
Yeah.
idea.
Yeah.
Because you've got a choice of 6.
We could ponder it for ages, couldn't we? So
You've got Jason Todd,
no,
Tim Drake,
No.
Stephanie Brown,
A woman?
Damian Wayne, yes, and Carrie Kelly.
no.
So wouldn't know those.
So 2 girls and 4 boys.
Really?
I would never have gotten any of those.
Have there been 2 female Robins in the comic series?
Yeah.
Wow.
Batman doesn't mind replacing his underlings, does he?
No.
Okay, this one you should be able to get. How old was the Jedi Master Yoda when he died in Star Wars?
Oh gosh.
9,000.
Oh really? As old as that?
Is
Is
that
that
right?
a pure guess? Is that a guess?
I think it's 9,000. Where'd I get that from? 900. 900. Oh gosh.
See, I was going 700 in the number that sprang to my head was 700, but I'd probably just got that from nowhere. So
I think it's 900. I think it might be a few years older than that, but I'm going to go for 900.
yeah.
Okay, yeah.
Whew.
Around 900 years old, the answer.
Wow. Where's this coming from?
I don't know.
When 900 years old you reach, look as good. You will not.
Exactly. There you go. That's the correct. Yeah. There we go.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, very good. Okay, are you ready?
Yeah.
Okay, question 18. In the film The Jurassic Park, what is the name of the island where the park is located?
Actually, I should know this because I've seen that a good number of times.
I wouldn't be able to answer this one.
I've definitely heard it a few times.
Yeah, but it's not with
It's
me
not
at
coming
the
up.
moment.
No.
No.
Should we pass?
Yeah.
Pass. Yeah.
Esla Nublar.
No.
No.
Yeah, okay. I'm sure I'm saying that right anyway.
Yeah.
Esla Nublar. Anyway.
I wouldn't know if you were saying it wrong.
All right, question 19. We're coming up to the end here. What is Deep Space Nine in the television series Star Trek Deep Space Nine?
It's a station, isn't it?
yeah. It's space station.
Yeah.
Yes, it is.
Been positioned by the wormhole.
Even I know that.
Into the gamma quadrant, I think.
For a bonus point, who made it?
Oh, cut. No,
What did it look like?
they've got grey skin of ridges on their heads, like most of the bad guys.
Worf.
Yeah, they like those. like the Klingons. No,
You think Worf built a station?
Yeah.
I was going to say the Golga Frinchums, but that's that's in it. Dragon. This is so frustrating when you know something and it's not coming out.
Yeah, I thought you'd know this.
The Cardassians.
Yeah.
Not the
Kardashians.
Cardassians. Yeah.
Okay.
Very
Yeah.
good.
Not the Golga Frinchums,
No.
Close.
but no cigar.
Okay. In the Alien films, what is the name of Ripley's pet cat?
Jones.
Yeah.
We used to have
Yeah.
a Jones, didn't
Yeah.
we? Can you remember the cat Jones that we had?
Of course.
Our Ginger Tom.
Yeah.
How could you forget?
Oh, good. I'm glad you both remember him.
Yeah, of course.
Yeah.
Well, there you go. So
Yeah.
you are half up on your popular culture.
Well, I think we're better at sci-fi than we are at fantasy and superhero genre.
Yeah, there's some
films.
fantasy that I know a lot about, but there's a lot of fantasy that I
Yeah.
know nothing about at all.
Yeah.
So, like with the Game of Thrones and Lord of the Rings and things like that, I know a lot about, but
Yeah.
yeah.
Well, there isn't one where you both know a lot about, or else I'd do a quiz about that. You know?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, so
I'm
I thought,
embarrassed about some of the things I don't know in that, I must admit. Yeah, there was a few that I should have known.
well,
And I'm shocked about the ones that Devon did pull out of
Yeah,
nowhere.
me too, actually.
Yeah, Daisy particularly.
Yeah, I don't know where they came from.
Yeah.
well, 12 out of 21 is not bad.
I think we brought it back. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I was getting worried after question 3, I think.
Yep. All right. Well,
Thank you.
that's me.
It's nice to be challenged, isn't it? Yeah.
Yeah, stretch your brain around that if you can.
I'll try.
Listeners, tell us how you did in the comments below,
Yeah.
if you care.
No cheating.
Yeah, I got all 20.
Picking up on one of the questions, because we forgot to include it in the Anything Newsfeed segment, would you like to tell everybody about what we've been doing in relation to Isaac Asimov, the Foundation series?
Yes, we've just been going back. I believe we've mentioned it a few times in the past, but we've never actually watched the TV show that's come out recently on Apple TV.
Yeah.
Plus.
Yeah.
Yeah. So we've been going through that, me and Paps, and it's pretty good.
We're enjoying it, aren't we? It has some stimulating conversation because we're watching it with my brother, and you and he are much more informed on that whole writings of Isaac Asimov than I am. And you're identifying some massive differences between the books and the TV show, aren't you?
Yes. It has prompted me to go back and actually re-listen to the Foundation books, as you can tell from the beginning of this podcast. Yeah, and I'm actually enjoying it a lot more the second time around, so that's good. Yeah.
Well done. Sorry we didn't include that earlier. I know we said we were going to, didn't we? Okay, guys, thank you. Let's move on, shall we, to what we do next.
Let's set your next assignment and say, hasta la vista, baby.
This section is called What We Do Next.
Yeah, is there an intro to that? No.
There is now. It just says, what do you do next?
Right, so now it's time for us to mention what we're going to be looking at and reading, because it's a book, in our next assignment chat episode, which will be 52.2, coming out hopefully within the next week or so. And that is, we will be reading the book called The Magician's Nephew by C.S. Lewis. Now Ford he's our literary expert, literally. I know I've cracked that joke before. Yeah,
very good.
Is literally the most literal person we have on the podcast. Tell us a little bit about this book, would you, Ford, and how long it is, especially. That's what I need to know.
Okay, well, it's the first book of the Narnia series, written by C.S. Lewis. It's pretty good, I think. We'll see. But you can find the audiobook on YouTube if you want to just get a free listen out of it. It's about 5.5 hours long, so it's not a long novel, but it's not short.
Okay, so it precedes The Lion, the Witch, and the Wardrobe.
Yes.
Wow. Okay.
I think The Lion, the Witch, and Wardrobe is the third, I think.
Is it?
Yes.
And what's between those and the Magician's Nephew and?
Is it The Horse and the Boy?
Oh.
Yes.
Horse and his boy. I think. I don't know.
You had these as
The Boy and His
books,
Horse,
didn't you? You had a box set of these books, didn't you, as children?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Did you read them then?
Yeah.
Oh.
He says begrudgingly.
Yeah.
I didn't. I knew you had them. I remember seeing them, but I didn't know you read them. Yeah.
I think we read them with Mum and
Yeah.
went through all of them. I gave up like almost at the end.
Oh yeah. Maybe we should do the last one then as well. Let's see how it ends.
So you two will be familiar with
Yeah.
what you're about to hear when you reread or re-listen to it. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
And I'll be completely new to it. Well done.
Yeah,
Cool.
well done.
So, also, Ford, you tell us how, or tell listeners how they can vote for future assignment chats that we might do.
Indeed. So if you look down in the description below on the video or podcast platform you've got, we should have several links, and you slap on any one of those in a given topic, and you can vote on the app that the link leads you to. We have books, films, game, and music. There we go. Get there in the end.
They'll be voting next time after we've read this book on, can you remember what the next one is? Film again, won't it? Yeah.
Yep.
And there'll be 3 options in there, and the one which gets the most votes, we will hopefully be able to do.
Yes.
I think that's all then, isn't it?
Yep.
Sounds good to me.
Thank you, guys. That's been a fun episode. Yeah, challenging but fun. And I just leads me to sort of sum up by saying you can find us on, as Ford's already mentioned, all the major podcast platforms and on YouTube. And you can contact us via our Twitter handle, which is @theoryofanything, Ting at the end, or you can email the show at email address theoryofanything@hotmail.com. Is there any other means? Oh, we've got a Facebook page as well, haven't we? You can search for us on there as well. and hopefully you'll see us. And remember, if you're looking for us on YouTube, you've got to change something, haven't you? You type our name in, you won't see us unless you change it to channels, is it?
Yeah.
Yeah, if you go into filters and click
Yeah.
the type to channel, yeah,
and then we'll appear at the top of your list.
because we're
All
not
right.
popular enough, so you should so you should share us with your friends and subscribe.
Make us a bit more popular. That's right. And hit the bell and the what's it and the reviewer, whatever. Yeah. Okay, thank you, gents. It's been a pleasure again.
Thank you.
And we look forward to when we can come around the microphone again next time.
Bye.
Bye.
Bye.